Just making a few changes to my code real quick. Come on. Really? There we go. Okay, make one last little change to that display. It's a little more readable. I'm still working on it. There we go. Alright, so welcome back again. We are continuing and hopefully concluding this run of Pokemon Emerald. This is the Christian playthrough, and I have to send out a tweet to the Twitter because I do one at the top of every stream. So let me just fix that as well. Alright. So, this is the point where I need to do final preparations. I'm going to go for pretty much completing Hariyama. Hariyama needs a few moves. Now, the moves I want to get are going to be rather simple. In fact, I've already got one on me. Always a good one to have. Where's my TM pouch? Earthquake. Raw, unbridled, hit everything power. So let's make the originator wreck. First off, I can't use knockoff. So there's get rid of knockoff. Originator knows earthquake. Now, my next big threat is going to be ice Pokemon. I know, dragon types. So for dragon types, I really just want to hit really hard. I need to find the move tutor. So, generation move tutors, emerald. Crap. That's Battle Frontier. No Ice Punch for me. What I do have available, Swagger's not really useful for me. Don't really need Rollout. Fury Cutter would have been useful another time, but nope. Dynamic Punch, which I'll pick up right here. So Dynamic Punch can be good. It's 100 power, but with a 50% chance to hit. This time, we're ditching Smelling Salt. Alright. Yeah, I've already kind of beaten that gym. He doesn't really learn any more moves until he learns Reversal at level 55. Ah, that can be useful. Lastly, and I think I already have it, is Brick Break. TM31, I do not have it. TM31 is located in Pseudopolis. Talk to a man inside of the Northwestern House. Oh, I'm not carrying Meryl. Wrong person to talk to. For now, Skarmory will be in the finalized team. Okay, I guess that's not the Northwestern House. So it may be up here. No men here. Are you the Northwestern House? For 30 years I've remained in Pseudopolis honing my skills. I developed a shattering TM. I bequeath it to you. Brick Break. Its move's so horrible I can't describe it. Destroys barriers like Light Screen and causes damage. 75 with 100. This is going to give me my core attack. So now our goal becomes being able to fight. I need to do a couple changes to the team, but they're gonna be pretty quick. Magneton, while my strongest special attacker, and I mean really, he hits like a truck. he needs a little bit of beefing up. Most of that's going to be training. So Magneton can learn... The last move he's going to be able to learn is Screech. I don't really need Screech. What I could do instead is give him a different normal attack. I have Move Tutor available. I have the Move Remember available, so I'm considering Try Attack. Or Shock. I don't want to teach Shockwave because that will give... I don't know. Oh yeah, I want Try Attack because I need a special attack to use while fighting the Dragon Gym. Dragon Leader. If I don't have that ability, it's just not smart. So the move to Leader is in Lily Cove, and the move Rememberer... Move Reminder, that's what he's called. So the move Reminder in Emerald is located in Fall Arbor Town, while the move to Leader is here in Lily Cove. So Magneton needs to lose Flash. It just doesn't have any use. So Thunder, Thunder Wave, and Spark are all great abilities. And it's actually got if I remember correctly, it has a really good accuracy rate. Yeah, 100 accuracy is really good on a move that's a guaranteed paralysis. Going over Apocalypse, we've got Blizzard, Waterfall, Twister, and Hydro Pump. Ice, the Blizzard and Twister are for the Dragon Gym Leader, admittedly. Waterfall and Hydro Pump being his core stabs. Waterfall I go with because it can flinch. I think the new version can flinch. The old version can't. But it's 80 power and 100 accuracy. That's pretty good for a stab. Torchit is our mascot. I'm being as fair as possible. Torchit's the mascot. Hariyama, otherwise known as Reginator. The Reginator has Brick Break, Earthquake, Dynamic Punch, and Belly Drum. Belly Drum is if I'm feeling particularly ballsy, which will probably be saved. It might be used during the first member. If I can get a Belly Drum and survive on Hariyama, I can Hyper Potion to heal him back to full, and just destroy with Brick Break. It'll instant kill everything in their team. And I think Hariyama still covers under the rules. And just being sure, I want to make sure that everybody is within the rules for fighting. Grass Flying, yep, okay. Tropius is going to be that one on the side in case they're needed, but it's because Tropius is tanky and Tropius has a lot of power. It's survived a lot of stuff. And its attack and defense are really, really good. So that will be mostly for Fly. Meryl won't be in the party, so don't really need to go over that. Hariyama needs some training. Gyarados is just wreck. But Magneton is our special destroyer. Our special dominator. So, Fall Arbor Town. And I'm pretty much going to do preparation and grinding until 9 o'clock my time. And then I'm going to start the Elite Four. Which Pokemon needs tutoring? Magneton. If you remember correctly, I was going to learn this, but I couldn't lose the ability. So teach dry attack. I don't need to swim anymore, so I'm going to put Meryl back. I'm going to make sure that I have the team ready. Hey, Bao, just getting the just making final prep. Alright. Type enhancing items. Okay, so I can't get what's it called? I won't be able to get the black belt, which is kind of sad. That would have been really useful. The magnet, where do I get that? It's a trick house prize. Great. Oh, I'm gonna hate this. Oh, and you can't fly inside a Pokemon Center. Alright. You're being watched. Grr. I didn't like shows up beneath this desk. You're sharp. Behold, for I am the greatest living mystery of all man of a man in all Hoenn. They call me the Trick Master. Wahaha! Glad to meet you. You've come to challenge my trick house, haven't you? That's why you're here, isn't it? Yes, it is. Consider your challenge accepted. Enter through the scroll here and let your challenge commence. I shall be waiting in the back. Frickin' ninja house. Ah. I just realized how incredibly overpowered I am right now compared to everything in here. I'm gonna let a weaker Pokemon take the front of the party for a bit. Why so serious? She seriously said, why so serious? Okay, this is way before that movie came out. Skarmory needs to get a little higher first. Excuse me. I wandered in this weird house by accident. This guy's keeping a kid in the back of his house. Probably against his will. That's a little messed up. Glad I didn't get rid of cut yet. I'm wondering something. How much power does that thing have? 60 with 20 points. And Magneton's Spark has 65 at 100 accuracy. And 20 power points. I might just switch it. 5 power is not a whole lot to give up. Because that's going to become an 80 that never misses, or not an 80, a 20% of 60 is going to be 72 with a guaranteed hit. Skarmory is going to be my ace in the hole for fighting off Glacia. So I'm going to focus on having steel moves. Steel, and if I can learn, I don't think I can learn Flamethrower. If I can learn Flamethrower, that'd be hilarious. That'd be awesome. But I'm going to focus for power. Trickmaster is fabulous. Give it to me? You're sharp. See, I just plant all those trees. You're almost my equal in greatness by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 places. Fine, you've earned this reward. That's useless to me. Okay, so it's going to be the 6th puzzle. Just need to make a little room. Wait, doesn't this one require Rock Smash? Or no, it's the third puzzle that requires Rock Smash. Yeah, first one's Rock Smash. First one's Cut, third one's Rock Smash, fourth one is Strength, and then from there I don't have to worry. So I'll go get Meryl and Machop in a bit. I level up for Skirmy. It took a long time, but I got it. Should probably post on the other page too that I'm doing this. Alright. I don't need any items here, they're all male. Timer ball, not really all that useful to me. Okay, let's go get Meryl. Let's go get Meryl and Machop out, because I need both of them for the next two. But after I get through the last, after I get through those two, then I'll get to the puzzle I need to do. My goal right now is to get the magnet. I can't get the black belt for Hariyama, which is a bit of a bummer, I guess you can say. I'm going to see if I can get the Miracle Water, or whatever that was called, for Mystic Water. I'm going to see if I can get that for Gyarados. Wondering who Shadow Bro is, but I do, fair warning, I do curse quite a bit. Yeah, sorry, if you're looking for a stream that the person's not going to be cussing, I kind of have a hard time watching my language. So every once in a while you'll hear me curse, but I'm going to try and keep it on par, aside from, you know, maybe getting a little overexcited after winning a fight. Oh no, the title revolves around some rules. Let me read the rules for you. The Pokemon Christian playthrough. The rules are as follows. I cannot let my Pokemon evolve. I cannot catch or use the moves for Dark, Psychic, or Ghost types. Pokemon have to be level 22 before they can breed, and two Pokemon of the same sex cannot share a daycare center. If I obtain an egg, I have to raise it until it's level 18. Legendaries have to be killed because they're false idols. No fossils. I have to avoid science labs whenever possible. No game corners. No stat boosters like PP up, HP up, rare candy, Carbos, protein, any of those. And then no Ekans, Arbok, Viper, or Superior. Which, most of those don't even count for this game. Like, two of those count for this game. The other two are next generation. Yeah, that's why I'll bring up the party after this fight, and you'll see what I spent most of the game playing with. Alright, so... Alright, my team before at this point is very similar to what I used starting after the... What gym did I start using all of these in? This is before my 6th gym. I caught Tropius and Skarmory. Well, I caught Skarmory before my 5th badge, or my 4th badge. I caught Tropius before my 6th badge. I started with Torchic. I caught Meryl before my, I think my 2nd badge. And I caught Machop shortly after my 4th badge. So, I can't evolve. No evolves. So, no Blaziken. I can use evolved Pokemon, but I cannot let my own Pokemon evolve. That's why I have Gyarados, and in the PC right now is my Magneton, who will be used for the Elite Four. Oh yeah, I forgot the last rule. If I fail, I have to spend eternity with Poke Satan. Normally, I would think of Blaziken as a necessity, but I've actually had a lot of luck without Blaziken. Yeah, Poke Satan. Ironically, and I don't know if this was intended, but Pokemon number 666 is the new butterfly Pokemon. I'm trying to remember its name. And at first, you know, think, oh, it's just a butterfly Pokemon. That's kind of like whatever. There's a joke in The Simpsons where Bart said he wanted to be reborn as a butterfly, and he, you know, shows what he would have done, and he pretty much was unleashing hell as a butterfly. And all he does is chuckles and says, "Nobody expects the butterfly." Dang it. Oh, okay. Dang it! I didn't expect to lose a Pokemon in the Trick Room. I mean, of all places, the Trick Room. Oh well. If it was actually intended, then wow. That's his name, Vivillon. Vivillon. I'm gonna go look this up real quick. Yeah, that's the thing that I found really crazy with Giratina, is that they did use the number 6 as primary motif. Alright. Don't look behind me if I have a mirror. I actually have a, the way my desk is set up where I play my games, there's actually a huge mirror. Like, there's a huge mirror behind my monitor. So I'm constantly... I'm not trying to be narcissistic, because I can't see my face. But if I look towards my computer where I have my monitors, I'm constantly also looking at the monitor. Not the monitor, at the mirror. So, it's just because I had to repurpose some furniture. Yeah, Protestant playthrough. Believe in Arceus, then do whatever you want. Okay, I didn't see where it shined. He was in the window. Okay. Think about this one. In terms of the Pokedex, the first Pokemon is Bulbasaur. In terms of the code for Generation 1, the first Pokemon is Rhydon. Now, in terms of the game's in-game science, Mew is the ancestor of all Pokemon. Its genetic code contains that of every Pokemon. Or at least every Pokemon has Mew's genetic code. But Arceus was the creator of the Pokemon of Time and Space, which created everything. So, with those last two, who was the first Pokemon? Like, here's the way I see it. Is that there was the Muse in general might have existed before Arceus, or at least one Mew. That Mew eventually became Arceus. Now, there may have been other Mews, but this is the one that ascended to this level of incredible power. The Arceus Mew then creates Dialga. It pretty much leads two more of its kind to become Dialga and Palkia. Now, with Dialga and Palkia, he had he or she, whatever, used the power of Dialga, or no, of Palkia, to create endless space. You know, the lands. You know, there's pretty much creating land in and around an empty void, land, the stars, all that. While Palkia, or no, Dialga, being the Pokemon of time, made it so that everything pretty much had momentum. Instead of being a Pokemon of time, they're more like a herald of chaos. They start entropy. When you get even a momentary lag, it messes you up. Anyways, so you get this point where there needs to be something to govern the end of life, so Giratina, in the distortion world, is the end of life. Cody Clack, Mechadol 1 AM. If you answer quizzes correctly, then you'll go to Mechadol 5. Then you can obtain the secret code. Mechadol 1 quiz. One of these Pokemon is not on Route Found 110. What is it? I have been playing Pokemon since a lot of people I know, like since before some people I know were born. The games came out in 1998 in the United States, which is around the time I started playing. Dang it. Um, which costs more, 3 Harbor Mills or 1 Burn Heel? In Seashore House, were there more men or women? Clickety clack, make it all 5 I am. Or am I? The Master's best and proudest achievement am I. Make it all 5 quiz. On the cycling road, how many triathletes were there? That's taunt, which I don't really need. I've actually made a point to start collecting all of the original games. It's just some are difficult. Like, this Emerald version is a loaner from a friend, but it's not a normal cartridge. This is a bootleg cartridge that one of our friends unknowingly purchased. And yeah. But I have Pokemon's X. Like, I have at least one game from each generation right now. Mega Blaziken was the way you made the game easy mode. Like, the second you put Mega Blaziken in your team, the game is easy. Emulators are a legal gray area. I would rather not want to discuss them so much on the stream just because there is legal implications of them. But here's pretty much what an emulator is that it is a program used to play games on your computer. But it's not just some instant, oh yay, I can do this. Please remember that emulators are a huge gray area in this. In the case of owning, not using a ROM, of course, of having a ROM, you have to dump the ROM yourself as a backup. And you can only use it for 24 hours, is usually I think what the whole thing was. Now, it's been weird. I don't want to go off, that's just some stuff I remember from a long time ago. But I would rather not discuss emulators too much. I only really justify using an emulator under one of two conditions. One, ROM hacks. The reason I justify ROM hacks is because there are some really good ones. Some that make the games better or give us a game that we never got really a chance to play. One of which I would say would be there are English translations of Mother 3 and Mother 1. Games that, I know Mother 1 we do have a of like a semi-official translation, but it came from a canceled game. Mother 3 was never released outside of Japan. Other games I'll admit are like Pokemon Liquid Crystal, that one's fun. Pokemon Shiny Gold, another good one. Then you get to like really hard to find games is another game that is another condition that I'm okay with, or really old hard to find games. Because the collector's game market has kind of boomed in the past couple years, and none of the companies in charge have really jumped on it very well. Like a good example of a company that really has put some of a jump on this has been Nintendo with the Virtual Console. But they've also been admittedly neglectful. By that, I mean there are a series of rather heavily requested niche titles that have been flat out rejected. Or games that fans have already done the work for them. But Nintendo has a localization group. I saw an article on them a while back. I think they call themselves Treehouse. Treehouse is a group who they discuss which games get localized from Japan. And when they make these discussions, it's really a matter of decide, well, will it be profitable? And will it be relevant? And then from there, they start doing the translation and everything. Sadly, Treehouse has shot down a few games. Games that could easily have been both commercial and critical successes when brought to the United States, such as Mother 3, otherwise known as Earthbound 2. We didn't get it. We're lucky that we got Animal Crossing, among other games. And I do thank them, they do great work. But I really do wish that they would consider bringing more games. I would purchase a lot of I would pretty much purchase almost any game that would be put on the Virtual Console if it fit within the ones that have been real high request. And I'm stumbling a little bit on my words with that. Also, Pokemon Snap is not the rarest game out there. I've seen copies of Pokemon Snap go for as low as $5 to $10. Pokemon Snap on the Wii U, well, that would be amazing. I'd pay for it. Totally pay for it. Either that or Pokemon Snap on the 3DS. One thing I found out. How many people here in the chat own a 3DS? Alright, well, Shadow and Babo. Alright, so, the 3DS is a rather powerful system. It actually is, it is a great product that Nintendo has made. What I don't understand is, why do we still not have Super Nintendo games and Game Boy Advance games available on the 3DS? A lot of people have said that they don't emulate properly. That when they go into the game, they don't work like they're supposed to. They're slow and stuff like that. But I remember people using flash carts to play Super Nintendo games on the DS, which is a rather it's actually not the it's leagues behind the 3DS in terms of power. So it really just strikes me as a matter of Nintendo hasn't really gained a strong enough interest, personally. Putting Super Nintendo and on top of that, I can honestly point at the Wii U as well, because all the Super Nintendo eShop games are on Wii and Wii U. And soon to be just the Wii U. So I would really like to see them look into and please, if someone at Nintendo was actually watching the stream, I would be both honored and a little confused, because I'm pretty sure there's better streamers to watch out there. But if it was the guys at Nintendo, they really should look into bringing Super Nintendo and Game Boy Advance games to the 3DS. Look into, because I've heard some complaints about the Ambassador Program GBA games on the original 3DS. And I'm going to guess how this how that works. So the Ambassador Program is anybody who was the first people to buy a 3DS, the original color model, up until the August the year after they came out. You know, pretty much anybody who had one with those model numbers got it was considered an Ambassador 3DS and came with games, or they gave you free games. You got a lot of good games, but they didn't ever release them. And I'm keeping Torchic in the party because Torchic is my starter and my mascot. So, anyways, as I was saying, here's my theory on how the GBA games were put on the 3DS. Is that the 3DS has the DS's firmware on it, so that it can play DS games. Because of that, what ends up happening is when you turn on the 3DS to go into DS for the GBA games, it goes into DS mode. Then it uses an emulator that's built using the second slot mode from the DS, which allows it to play GBA games. Which means it's putting an emulator inside of an emulator. I can see redundancy there. But the way you get around that is, instead of using an emulator within an emulator, why not write a new one? Why not just take the time, do your R&D, and release a new emulator? based on using the Game Boy Advance games on 3DS hardware. In doing that, you would get a much, much, much more stable setup. Okay, I go to Slateport. So I'm still here. I really don't think it's gonna cost them really what you would think is a lot of money, because it's research and development. I've been waiting to name him. Because research and development, yes, it does cost money. But what are they doing if they're not working on that? I mean, it's a project that is, well, what's the word? It's pretty much guaranteed income, if it's doable. And it really does feel like it would be worth it for them to put the money into it. If they put the money into developing it, yeah, they would make so much money just off of old games. The only one that really becomes a difficulty with are Generation 3 games for Pokemon. Because, trying to move them over to a newer game, but that would just be adding a functionality to Pokemon Bank. Which would be, hey, scan the cartridge, find the game, and move it. It would be such an easy sell. Alright. Type enhancing items. So, I need the Mystic Water now. Oh! It looks like my cast form may have it. So I may already have it and be ready to go. Ha! Venusaur, Reginator. Alright. I would need a metal coat, but the only way to get that is a wild Magnemite or Magneton. Well, I wouldn't even bring touchscreen functionality. I would just make it work like the regular ones do. And all you have to do is really remove save states. I think that's the other thing they're afraid of, is that with bringing back the Generation 3 games in... you can't bring back the Generation 3 Pokemon games because there is a save state part of the game, which could be used for abuse. Horribly hilarious abuse if they did trading. But being able to save state the game is bullshit. It wouldn't work. Alright. Sharpbeak is held by Dodo and Dodrio. So, that's about it for those. Alright, let's go to the other held items. Gems, stat enhancers, in-battle effect items. Okay. Pretty much, like, if you played any games on the 3DS that are the downloadables, I have two out of the first 4 Zelda games on my 3DS right now. I got them all from Nintendo. I bought 2 and I got 1 for free. And in that, you can save a snapshot of where you are in the game. That save snapshot makes it so that if you die, you can just go immediately back, and it can be useful. But they could be abusable. Welcome up, Bow Bow. Alright, experience affecting incense, megastones, evolution items, in-battle effect items, gems, stat inducing. Okay, you know what? Let's look at in-battle effects. I can't get the choice band, the choice scarf, or the choice. Oh no, those two aren't even in this game. Yeah, you could see people just using it to clone Pokemon. No leftovers. Scope lens, Battle Frontier. Got the Quick Claw. Got the Focus Band. That's all I give to Blade Beak, or not Blade Beak, to probably to Tropius. Oh, that's what I forgot to do. Well, no, see, save states can be good for some games. For Pokemon, it wouldn't work. But for games like Legend of Zelda, or, you know, for me, I like to speedrun. So when I do speedruns, I kind of want to get some practice in. So having that is really a good idea in some cases. But it does need to be handled differently for others. So, in Pokemon, it's bad. In every other game, it's good. Okay, so I need a charcoal for Torchic, and a Miracle Seed. Petalburg Woods, okay. we're almost ready to start at least getting the first run of the Elite Four down. Zelda 2 Shadow Link fight. If I did not have... I was talking about save states. Like how the 3DS eShop games have save states, but they would be a bad idea for Pokemon. Although honestly, if I was Nintendo, I would just say, okay, we're not going to re-release Generation 3. We're not going to, like, put Generation 3 on the eShop. We're just going to remake it. Save states are a part of an emulator. Oh, that's not what I was after. But that's not a miracle seed. Alright. There's a tiny mushroom. Finding everything but the miracle seed. She has it. Toss that. There we go. Now there's only one more item I have to get. And that's the charcoal. I'm seeing any lag that you guys see, by the way, so... Yes! Okay. Guess first time. Everybody has their hold items. Now, I have to do some training. I can't just, jump into battle all willy-nilly yet. So first up, we're going to go to Fortree. Now, if you're wondering why Fortree, it's got Tropiuses and stuff like that. It's just stuff that will take a lot of damage from fire. Torchic doesn't have Flamethrower. And I would really prefer it to have Flamethrower because Ember isn't going to do nearly as much damage as, well, as Flamethrower can. Seriously, Slash would do more damage than Ember. I missed on a quick attack? Yeesh. Alright, Torchic learns Flamethrower at level 43. Can also learn from TM35. Where do I get that? Game Corner, not happening. You know what? I have a better idea. Let's get started. Ladies and gentlemen, hour and a half in today, going to heal, and we're starting the Pokemon League. I will be doing my best to survive this. But it is also relatively good grinding. I'm going to go into each battle with minimal money, because I'm going to go right now and buy a ton of potions that I have available. And the first leader is Dark type, so it would be smart for me to start off with a Fighting type. Okay, sell some crap. Oh, well, let's burn out the last of my money. Believe in yourself and go, and your Pokemon, and go forth. Welcome to the Elite Four. Starting off with Sydney. I like that look you're giving me. I guess you'll give me a good match. That's good. Looking real good. Alright, you and me, let's enjoy a battle that can only be staged here in the Pokemon League. Sydney. Dark types. I really like Sydney's look, though. A lot of the trainers in Generation 3 look really cool. Really? Gonna start with that? Alright. Heavy damage at the cost of a recoil. Torchic is underleveled, but Torchic also has some of my most powerful fire moves I've got, so wow, I'm gonna actually force a potion. Oh no. Increased attack at the cost of confusion. Hold on, Swagger and looks like it's just trying to last out right now. Yeah, double teams constantly. Come on, Torchic. Alright. And a burn. Shiftry doesn't seem to know any pure attack moves, really. Okay, will the burn take it out? Another confusion. Come on, torch it. Oh well. Dead now. So now it's going to be back to Reginator. And this time, let's see if we can get a one hit in. I'm going to go in with Dynamic Punch. Missed. Don't kill it, don't... Oh, wow. Alright, Thunder. This is dealing 146 points of power. And that's all that was happening over there at that message. Oh, come on. Crawdaunt. No, I will not change Pokemon. Missed. Whoa, that hurt. Okay. For now, I'm going to switch to Apocalypse, because he's one of my harder hitters. But on top of that, I can take a moment, revive Magneton, and even if Apocalypse gets taken down, I'll have Magneton to take out Crawdaunt. Okay. Not my best. It used Strength. It hit really hard with Strength. And that's a downed Crawdaunt. Coming back to finish this battle is Torch It. Whoa. Killed the Cacturne in one hit. Good job, Torch It. We are one member of the Elite Four down. Let's get some heals in. So, Reginator, Apocalypse, and Torch It just need to be healed to full. Torch It is not going to have a whole lot of power towards the end because it has only 10 effective attacks and most of them are already used. Nice. Alright. Crap! She's ghosts. I forgot to switch Magneton or either Magneton or Gyarados to the front. Okay, let's see if I can get lucky. Yes! Okay. Normally Earthquake kills everything. I hate Pokemon that just spam Protect. Because I get stuck in loops like this, where they're gonna, use Confuse Ray to screw me over early, and now it's using Protect to, anytime I can't, I'm just gonna block off the attack. There we go. One down. It's another Dusclops. Let's take it out with another. No points left. See if we can get a Paralyze in. Or die to Earthquake. Oh, I hate Earthquakes so much. He has to be brought back before the end of the fight. Alright, Bananasaur. Don't die, don't die, don't die, don't die. Whew. No. This Dusclops is tanky. Of course it has a berry, of course. Every time. Wait, why did I use... I can't use... I wasted a Blizzard. And now there's a wasted Hydro Pump. Here comes a forced potion. So I'm going to use this moment to force one of my own items. Really wish it wasn't lagging like it is right now. Lady Luck is smiling. That was just a dick move. A critical 4 times effective, so 6 times effective attack. At least that's my guess, because I'm figuring that they add that they're additive, not multiplicative, because that would make it an 8 times attack, which would be absolutely BS. Uh-oh. Guaranteed burn. So that's gonna hurt How Do I Work a bit. But I'm not an attack-based Pokemon, I'm a special attack-based. Yeah, and there's a paralysis. So, I probably just forced another potion. Yep, there's the potion. Meaning that Phoebe is out of potions now. I'm just gonna keep going. Alright. I find it funny how the last one left in her team represents pretty much two of the types I'm not allowed to use. Because it's a dark ghost. So in case how do I work is needed. Oh wait. Let's see if these hit. Doesn't affect Sableye. This is looking to be the most annoying part of the fight. Until I paralyze it. Two down. Oh, that was looking bad for a moment there. And I'm going to have used so far 13 hyper potions. I started this with 60, and now I'm going to be using another 4. Now I know the next one is the ice user. Yep. I saved something special for this one. He may be a little underleveled, but him and Reginator. Laters, Baba. This is one of those ones. It's a Celio. They're strong, but I think my Steel Lightning type is going to be better. Or Lightning Steel type. Wow. If that wasn't luck, I don't know what is. That Celio just survived by 1 health, and she's not going to heal it. She's going to let it die. This fight, it doesn't make sense to bring out my other anti-water type. Just because she's ice. My other anti-water is a grass type, is a grass flying type, so has a double weakness. But that thing has some really crazy special A. Wow. Just drank a monster and I'm good now. Great. Enjoy that caffeine high. And yes, I am sacrificing Torchic. Later's Torchit. Alright, and is it dead? It's dead? Yes! Downed Walrein. How do I work hits level 48? Glalie. 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 Pure Ice, okay. There's no advantage either way, so I'll use Tri-Attack. Missed with Icy Wind. And shift to the Reginator. Oh no. Phew. It's gonna hit hard, it's gonna crit. Crap. So at this point, I need to start healing. How do I work? Needs a Hyper Potion after this one. What the hell? It's a fast Glalie. You know, for something that weighs 565 pounds, that thing moves really quick. Dead Glalie. Crap, how do I work isn't ready yet. This might kill Reggie. I don't think his body's ready for this. His body was not ready. Okay, this should force the potion. Yep. And paralyze. That was unlucky. But I have